Oh, hi! The awesome show begins right now. Hello again, everyone. Thank you for tuning into The Awesome Show. I am your host, Don Awesome, back at you once again in 2D. I know that now for sure. That's true, right? We're good on that? Okay. So now I get to talk to you guys about Sakura-con. That happened a week later after Emerald City Comic Con. I'll get to the good stuff, but I do want to touch on something that was a really bad experience for me, and a kind of a bad way to start the weekend. Even though the weekend was awesome and it got much better, this was not, I didn't think things were going to be going well after this. There was at least 5-hour wait for registration the first day of the con, on that Friday morning. V. Stuart Hayden and I were in line from 11:15 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. That's not a good thing, and I'm sure that the Sakura-con folks have gotten lots of complaints about it. I know that they have gotten it on Facebook. I've seen those. And I really hope that things change for next year. But I would say this right now. If you plan on going to Sakura-con next year, you need to get on the horn and, like 30 seconds ago, buy your pre-registration for $30 or $35, I think it is, at the Sakura-con website. Do it because you really do need to get those tickets as soon as you can, so you don't have to worry about waiting in line next year. But if you don't, I really hope they don't have that kind of a wait next year, because that was not good business, just very, very not really well thought out. But like I said, it didn't ultimately tarnish the weekend, which is a really good thing considering how big of a con it is, and, you know, I guess all the different things that could go wrong, like standing in line is not the end of the world, so to speak, or end of the con. Probably one of my favorite things, and I know I've said this before, and you guys can tell by my photos that I take and post up on our Facebook page, I'm a huge cosplay fan. Like, I love cosplay. Someday I hope to take part in it, and I will definitely make a costume, because I really want to. I just haven't been able to do it yet. Anyway, I'm a huge fan of cosplay, and so going to something like Sakura-con, you know there's going to be some really cool things on display. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, go to the Facebook page for Breakdancing Robot and check out our albums. You'll see, I think like 300 or 400 photos from Sakura-con. There were lots of really cool costumes that people did, some fun ones in there, some that were just kind of silly, goofy, but still like really cool. The people that do cosplay and take the time and the effort and the money to put together these, you know, sometimes really, really extravagant cosplays. Like, man, mad props to them. They have they have all my respect, because that is some really cool stuff they put together, and I, for one, am a huge fan of those people's work. Like, whether or not I know them or meet them in real life or ever talk to them outside of taking a photo of them, like, they totally have earned my respect. I love everything that they do, and I really, really enjoy seeing all the costumes and cosplays at any of the conventions I go to. And Sakura-con just seems to be the one that everyone dresses up for, except for me. I also wanted to touch briefly on something else that was a lot of fun that happened at Sakura-con. If you can see here, I've got my cool Tentacle Bento t-shirt on, courtesy of Soda Pop Miniatures, and just wanted to remind you guys and fill you in if you didn't know, we have an interview with John Cadice, the president, founder, guy that runs just about everything at Soda Pop. Not everything, but, you know, one of the head honchos there. Did an interview with V. Stuart Hayden that's posted on the Breakdancing Robot website, and he also gave us a quick kind of glimpse rundown of the new game Tentacle Bento that will be coming out this summer. So go to the website to check out those videos and hear what John Cadice has to say about not just Soda Pop, but kind of his history with gaming, how things got started with him and the company, and just a lot of cool stuff like that. It was a really fun interview. And so major props to him, and thank you so much again to Soda Pop for allowing us the chance to sit down with John and to see Tentacle Bento and to get it all recorded and stuff. And thank you for the t-shirt that I am rocking right now on the show. I'm not sure how many people know this, and it's not like it's a huge secret for me, but I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy VI, or Final Fantasy III, as it was known more commonly here in America. So when I got to the con, I was walking around Artist Alley, and I saw this artwork. I was like, I must own, and I owned. I was like, shut up and take my money. But it's two pieces of art. Terra in the Magitech armor here, and then a cool painting of Terra and Kefka. Pretty sweet stuff. I was like, oh my gosh. The lady that painted him, her name is Juri Chinchilla, and you can find her at jurythedreamer.com. The link's going to be down in the description. She's also got Twitter, Facebook, DeviantArt. If you're able to get online, find her work, find some stuff that she has, and buy it, I would definitely recommend it, because she's very talented. Another one of the great things that went on at sak-con were the panels. Now, I know panels aren't, a Sakura-con exclusive. They're not only around for this one weekend and then that's it. No more panels for the rest of the year. But, the ones that I went to and were able to participate in were a lot of fun. But there were various voice acting panels going on, letting people know how to get involved in voice acting, get into that type of business. There were panels on cosplay. One in particular that I really enjoyed was cosplaying on a budget, kind of showing you how to put together a outfit or costume, using household items, that kind of thing, like, how to do something with a hanger, or what you can do with a washcloth and turn that into cloud, like those types of things. And that was, a lot of fun. And last but not least, the thing that I wanted to chat about with Sakura-con, something that I thought was actually a really cool thing, and that's the fact that from 6 a.m. Friday morning when registration began, all the way through to 7 p.m. on Sunday night, there was stuff happening all the time. It was a 24/7 convention. Obviously, the show floor closed at 6 p.m. each night, but it was 5 p.m. on Sunday night, last day. But after that, you had panels going on, you had the rave that went on Friday and Saturday night, which I was so excited about. They had movies going on. I was able to sit in on Vampire Hunter D, the original 80s movie, or 80s anime, which was really cool. They had the Masquerade Ball, which I couldn't go to for a couple reasons. I was wearing shorts, and it needed to be formal attire, and I didn't have a mask. And I mean, obviously, who wants to cover up this face, right? I mean, this is the moneymaker. Oh, I'm ridiculous sometimes. But yeah, hopefully next year, I'm definitely going to be doing what I can to get in on that, just to take some pictures and, see all the cool, I wouldn't say costumes, but the attire that everyone's wearing, because it's a formal event. That's always fun to see people get dressed up and do their thing and look fancy. And then another thing that was open all weekend was the manga library, which was really, really, really fun. Going into it, I wasn't the biggest anime or manga fan. It was there, and it was just kind of that's anime and manga, whatevs. But coming out of the weekend, it was oh my gosh, this is my eyes were opened, and I can thank the 24-hour library for that. And just like with my Emerald City Comic-Con video, there's so much more that I could talk about and tell you about from Sakura-con. And there's probably even more that I'm forgetting to talk about or bring up, and I'm going to be like, oh crap, I forgot to bring that up. But just suffice it to say, you should go to Sakura-con next year. It was a lot of fun for me. Really, really cool experience. Very awesome. Go to it next year. Pre-register. Don't let anybody tell you no, because I won't. And go and have a lot of fun. Have a blast. Plan on spending a lot of money. And so maybe, right now start budgeting and setting stuff aside for next year. So that's it for this edition of The Awesome Show. I am your host, Don Awesome. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.